Alright everyone, welcome back. I hope you enjoyed those clips. As I always enjoy them, they're a lot of fun. We are setting up on the second game between Light VIP and Claire, both of whom from our own clan CranKy. Alright, let's make sure that everyone else is ready and we can go into this. This is the score is currently up 1 for Claire. Claire is up 1. Right, everyone's ready. Well, let's go. Skadoosh. Boop. Claire will be his on-screen name will be Patient P. Right, second map will be Blackpink. That's the second map for this match. Rip Blackpink. Actually, no, it's going to stay in the map pool, I think, right? I keep forgetting. It was Neon Violent that got the axe, right? Both of them? I don't know. Anyway, in the southwest. Oh, no, sorry. First, we need to welcome everyone to Blackpink LE. LE, of course, stands for Lonesome Enemy. Lonesome Enemy. That's when you're, you're fighting 1v1. The enemy is lonesome. You are also lonesome, but so are they. To the southwest, from our own clan CranKy, it is Team Captain, the Green Zerg Light VIP. And in the northeast, a recent acquisition for the CranKy Ducklings, it is the Purple Terran, Claire, otherwise known as Patient. Alright. Light with a drone scout or a proxy? It's a drone scout. I don't think I've actually recall if I ever saw a Light VP actually proxying. An example does not come to mind. Usually he likes to steal gas, that's his thing. Force the Terran to play, a 2-on-1, which is, it's turn 1. Ooh, nice block here from Claire. The SCV Union is going to scare that drone away. It's going to go away with that 1 pound of minerals that he stole from the shop. But, yeah, that's about it. Right. Okay, so both of them opening up very standard. Nothing too weird. Other than we've seen Claire, we've commented on that ever since we started casting his games. He almost never walls off the main here. His wall is always something weird going in the back. Yeah, we've commented that he plays Terran as if he's playing Zerg sometimes, which, not surprising. It's very un-Terran-like. Alright, so he does have this Ripper waiting for the Zerglings to come out of the map. Light usually gets his 6, Link Team 6 count of Zerglings. This time, no, he goes with 4. The Swarm Force. Sending out a drone to build a 3rd base. He's getting Zergling speed. He's not getting his bendingness just yet. So he's not planning on being too aggressive. Claire coming in, trying to snipe that drone before it manages to set up a 3rd base, but it's a bit too late to that party. Light already trying to head that Reaper off with some Zerglings. Yep. Forces it to run away. Has to go up against the Queen. And 1 more shot. Nope. Reaper gets away. Yeah, So we see, yeah, it's a 2-1-1. Standard turn business. Starboard kind of clinging to the factory, going to switch it up for reactor. Yeah, Reaper might get caught here. There we go. But you know, at this point in the game, the Reaper's pretty much done its job. Now we see the Binding Nest coming down for light VIP, and is starting to get his Zergling count up. Yeah, now that he has some extra larva with the third hatchery, he can start to be aggressive. We also see +1 melee coming up, which is always a nice thing to have with your Link Bane composition. Oh boy. Alright, so the Binding's morphing in. Ooh, it's a few of them. 6. This could do a real number on this Marine. There's no bunkers. No wall at all. I mean, Claire just does not like to wall. This is... Oh, there's a wall. There's a wall. The one depot here. Ooh, Marines get caught divided. Ooh, couple of bending shots obliterate a lot of them. They have to get a hot pickup from their own base, and now they're in the mineral line. Oh, that's a lot of SCVs dead. It's 5 of them so far. Oh boy. Oh boy. All of the other ones are so low on health, and they, yeah, the Speedlings are just going to chew right through them. +1 melee is about to finish, so these lings will be even stronger. And, yeah. Claire has to pretty much abandon his entire natural base. Now, it did manage to wall this off in time, so, you know, good on him. The repairs only come to this side, though. Things are going to break inside. Ooh, a few bendings waste themselves on the supply depot. That's a bit of a shame, but yeah, still enough. And Light evening up the score to sideways 1-1. Oh, Phoenix Tears, thank you for that subscription. Completely missed that. Welcome to the CranKy Duckling family. Just a reminder, subscribing to the CranKy Ducklings channel will not only award you the use of our monthly duck race emote that's selected based on the winner of the Master Swan Open tournament, but you will also get access to our own practice sessions, which are fun and entertaining, enlightening, and useful for practicing StarCraft with fun-loving, passionate people. All right. Okay, so Yaku is claiming to have won 2-0 against Starduck. No, he just says 2-0. For a second I thought it's Yakuzaku 2-0. No, Starduck wins 2-0 against Yakuzaku, and we'll have Yakuzaku in right here. It's there we go. Hello everyone, and let me welcome our my co-caster for the rest of the day. It is the one and only, the PogChamp, the Imitation Innovation, the Tasia from Asia, the Meltor May of MMA, the not as funny as Bunny, the Terran Ayagas, the Wine Fine Young Ryang, the Killer Zero from Singapore, the TY Chicken Pie, the 4GG, the more meme than dream, the slightly more crappy happy, but we just call him Yakuzaku.
That is all correct.
Yep, that is all correct. Let's make sure that they're actually inviting you into the game.
Ooh.
Here we go.
on the best map, which is a shame that it's being taken out next season.
Eastwatch LE by the sea. That is Claire's choice here.
Nice.
Nice. All right. Yes, we do have one referee. Okay. Now, forgot Gameheart again.
Well.
Yep.
Everyone is gonna yell at us. It's cool.
Yep.
It's cool. We have the
Yep.
game sense. We can guess
Yep.
what's being built. We have the game sense.
You know, we can count SCVs.
Yeah, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
What he said.
8, 9, 10. That is, I was counting to 10 in Finnish. All right, everyone.
Interesting. Yes.
No. Welcome back to Eastwatch LE by the sea. LE, of course, stands for Lofty Engineering. Lofty Engineering. That's when you make engineer, you engineer elevators, because they lift. That's Lofty Engineering. That makes sense. To the northeast, from our own clan CranKy, currently sideways 1-1 in the series, it is the Green Zerg Light VIP. And in the southwest, also from our own clan CranKy, also sideways 1-1 in the series, it is the Purple Terran, Claire, otherwise known as Patian.
Asian.
Patian. The Patian Asian. The Asian Patian. The Asian
Asian patients.
The Asian patients. The Asian patients. It's like the Asia from Asia and the Asian patients. it's everyone's Asian, you know?
Yes.
Yes.
I can't refute you on that.
Thank you for that valuable input. Yakuzaku. What's your analysis, Yaku? Yes.
Yes.
Now, you see, Yaku, you see, Claire, otherwise known as Patian, is playing Terran on the Eastwatch. And
What
you see...
is a Claire?
That's the name of the player.
But what is player?
A Claire is a kind of it's a kind of cake, isn't it?
It's like a dessert pastry, yeah.
Dessert, yeah.
But what is a desert?
Have you been smoking? Have you been smoking that reefer again, young man?
Look, my mind may not be in sync. I am on one kind of drug.
One.
I was gonna be like all different kinds, but actually, no.
Yaku, sugar is not a drug.
What?
What? Yeah. All right. So we do see the 2-1-1 coming up from Claire, which is same thing we did last game. Light VIP this time going for some what's it called? Pneumatized carapace, which is the
Speed
Speeder Lord.
Yeah.
Speeder Lord upgrade. Is Claire a little earlier with the Reaper, going to deny that third base, but the Queen is going to waddle like a pimp and chase the competition away. Yeah, you get out of my
barely.
territory. This is my corner.
Barely the nicest guy.
Yeah, the Reaper does get away.
No.
Yeah.
So, Light didn't take pneumatized carapace the last two games? Question mark?
The last game, no. We didn't cast the first one, so I don't know.
Right.
The last game, it was just aggressive with Lingbane. Um,
I have to wonder if he'll go with some sort of quick drop lord shenanigans, or maybe he just wants map awareness.
yeah, he does get a good scout
because
here.
it is
On,
a large map.
yeah. And also, you know, you can hide a lot of things here. There's a lot of paths that people can take. You want eyes on the map, as he has them. But yeah, he seems to be doing pretty much the same thing. He's getting melee, he's getting the bending nest, which gets scouted by that lone reaper. Ooh, I'm going to get a drone. Oh,
No,
good
barely.
reaction time.
Yeah.
Good reaction time by light. Yeah, however, oh, he's getting the lair. He's getting Dropolords. Speed Dropolords.
Woo, boy, my boy, who Nelly boy, Billy boy. I ain't never seen Speed drop a lord since. Actually, I haven't seen it, but I've heard it was a thing back in Heart of Swarm.
I haven't seen him since that Mio Michael Rush thingy that we had in the
That's
past.
since me oh my, back in the golden age of what's
Golden.
it called?
The Age of Gold.
The golden age of no Protoss winning anything.
The Golden Age of pre-patch 341. I don't remember the name of that patch. That was just to nerf.
4.1 point. No wait, 4.1.0.
See,
that's a lot of things.
That's why we need Game Heart. That's 20
That
SCVs.
is.
20 SCVs dead. Ooh boy. Forget the Dropolords.
Right at the end.
Didn't even need them. We needed.
Makes a wall.
Yeah, it never was. It didn't wall in the previous game as well. It just. Oh boy. Oh boy. And look at that. Killer is down to 25 workers versus Light VIP's 44. And
Light just doesn't have to go for retard now, and he should win the game, or he should at least get momentum.
Claire does have these Hellbats, which are
it's a very scary army for Sling Bane.
Yeah,
But
and Light is getting spines all over the place.
Oh, actually, I just noticed, but what's the same? Light has a much smaller army than Claire.
Mm-hmm.
So, pretty much.
Yeah, he lost a lot of these Banelings and Zerglings in that attack, so...
Ooh, he's going for the Hellbat drop. I ain't never seen those since the Golden Age of the Golden Age. Although he does lose all of his Hellbats right there. Those would have buffered. That was what was saving him, saving his Marines rather, from utter destruction.
Yeah, and Claire will be cleaned up here. This is a bust. As in, a non-bust. As in, he didn't bust. But...
it's a bust that didn't bust.
Light just it's got the economy to keep it up. We can keep the snowball rolling. However,
He's
Claire is
just
still...
making lings though.
Yeah, Claire is still marching across the map.
Hellbats. Yep. He needs a wave of banelings right there. Claire doesn't have much of a anchor to protect his bio.
Yeah, and painting speed is only halfway done. If Claire moves on now, he'll be in a bit of a dangerous position. Light is denying that base from dropping. Oh,
he didn't hold position yet.
In no position.
The lings got a little too excited right there.
So it didn't even delay it 1 second.
Yep.
Okay, but at least Light knows about it. He knows there's a base coming up. Yeah, he can comfortably take his fourth. Maybe even take it.
The Hydro is just for a little extra DPS.
Yeah, you need to.
I say a little extra, but I mean.
Yeah, it's about as much
Hydro
extra as you can get.
Pretty.
Okay.
A little bit.
Light flanking.
Hammer to the face.
Yeah, Light flanking Claire's army here. Claire is in. If he comes in here and all of these Link Banes jump on him before the Widow Mines dig in.
Yep, there we go.
Alright, gonna need to bait some shots, but they die too fast. They can't bait the shots. Ooh. One with the mine on
Hydro's gonna... Oh no! That was the worst time that Claire could have been borrowed.
Yeah.
Right when the banelings have all been his Marines' faces. And our Hydra's down.
Yeah. And Claire is being chased away. Again, banelings morph right in the face of that army. Looks like they'll be finished right in time.
At least one of them should be. No, actually, that's denied at the last second.
No. That's a lot of man with gun.
I think Light might have overextended a little bit, trying to push in where there was no creep. However, he does have a fallback line with his veins.
This is the battle of the overextensions. Everyone
Pretty much
overextending. You think you can
This is a
overextend
pretty good
me?
spot for Light to
I am Captain
right there.
Overexpansion.
It's actually coming in from the choke as opposed to around. Light is.
Yeah.
Don't really need to do fancy flanking, not when he has the spines there at least.
Yeah, Claire now is pretty much more medivacs than units. It's dangerous.
He can just lift up whenever.
And his third base is being threatened. We don't see the SCV scale, but a lot more are dead here. So far, 38 SCVs
Oh,
dead.
that wasn't as bad as I thought. I thought it killed all of the Marines, but there actually weren't many Marines dead in the first place.
Yeah. I think this is it. This is the game
Good
here.
split by Claire, but I doubt it'll be enough to save his army. Those are a lot of Hydras.
No, he will hold this, but it's just the SCV deaths are way too high. And but Light didn't take a fourth base. That's worrisome. Because yeah, I did not notice that. I was expecting him to get a fourth base by now, but he didn't. And now he has to rebuild his army again on
Yep.
you know,
On 3 bases.
on 3 bases rather than 4. If it was 4 bases, it would have been a no-brainer. But yeah, because remember, Claire has mules, and in fact, his income right now at the moment is higher than light VIPs, even though he's way behind on workers. At least his mineral income.
What are those
Ooh,
queens
2
doing
queens.
there?
What? Queens.
Did he do it again?
Come on. Yeah.
Light, you have a problem.
Yeah. There's a queen problem. Okay. But I think he has enough forces here to prevent Claire from actually getting anywhere near him, while now he's taking the fourth.
It's a little bit of a standoff right there. I don't think Light saw the mines, but Claire definitely saw the banelings. He knows that he can't move in.
Mm-hmm. Well, he does have an overseer with him. See.
Ooh, trying to go around, see if he has any.
Yeah.
No, actually, for a complete flank. However, he doesn't
He
bait out
baits
any
the,
mine shots.
He did bait
Those are
one of
really
them,
bad.
but there were a lot of more window mines.
In places he didn't think they were, yeah.
He has a lot of banelings, but very few hydras.
Yeah.
I don't think he can
And
actually
no
break
things that can buffer for the banelings, and not to mention, concussive shell for Claire is done.
Yeah. 3-3 is halfway done. Not partly done, but yeah, Claire.
Somewhat done.
Look at this base location he's trying to take. It's like, meh. I'm gonna go forward. Drive forward.
And
lots of scans coming in. He knows where the army is. Yeah, he can push it.
The end of Light, yeah.
Yeah.
Upgrades are in Claire's favor. The army definitely. Light has defender's advantage, absolutely, but
Yeah, and remember that a few bending shots in right place will do the trick, but Claire is marching reinforcements constantly across the map, and yeah, this Terran push, I think we'll be able to break it. It would be nice if you had a couple of tanks here to deal with the spines a little more safely, but yeah, Steel Marine Marauder.
he has a lot of medefacts.
Powerful. Yeah, and he has a lot of
Marine this Marine Marauder tanks through those medevacs healing them right there.
Yeah, it's a medevac for each soldier. In this man's army, every soldier gets a medevac of his own. And he's just sitting there. Yeah, I think +1 weapons is about to finish, and I don't think Light VP can recover from that. What every army unit it just makes, hatches from the egg and gets
it's called. Oh wait, this is the last game of the series, yeah?
Yeah, it's 2-1 for Lair. Yaku, one job.
Pretty interesting game. No. Popped my button. But interesting game right there. It comes down to Light not taking advantage of being ahead, whereas Claire did take advantage of Light not taking advantage of taking advantage.
Well, you have to take the advantage because otherwise you can't win the game, and you want to win the game.
You want to be on top of your opponent, you know?
Yeah, on top. You don't want to be on the bottom, because on the bottom it's below, and you want to be on top where it's above.
I see power bomb. So
right, we
just
do have Volticus asking to go first. Shoot him in Starduck.
May as well, I guess.
Right.
I never requested it.
To Xavier is also late for work, so.
Well.
Right. We'll continue. We'll continue on with. He says Xavier says he's late to work, but he's in Cuba, so that's not a big problem.
Edgy political humor over here.
Cultural humor.
Edgy cultural humor. Only at Sea Duckling Open.
Right. Let's have Kuro in here. Let's have Yakuzaku in here. Alright. Where invites getting thrown out a little. Right, so we already have our semi-final for today. Okay, some very quick matches
Kuro versus
today.
Claire.
Yep, no.
Aw, man. T2, is it TO or 2? Xavier? No,
Xavier.
Xavier versus Claire. I just realized.
Hold on, where's my team name cheat sheet? Alright, so we don't actually have a team for 2 Xavier. I was wondering what that AD3C is. Alright, everyone's ready, we can go.
Agrupación Deporte Select Group 4.
Right, and this is a TVT, and our first map will be Acid Plant. TVT. It's a 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 TVT.
I meant Chuck Xavier's clan.
AD3C, 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 AD3C,
Okay.
AD3C. Alright, everyone. Welcome to Acid Plant LE. LE, of course, stands for lucid egotism. Lucid egotism. That's when you're an egotistical maniac and you know it. In the southeast will be our purple Terran from our own clan CranKy. It is Claire, otherwise known as Patient. And in the northwest from AD 3C, it is the Red Terran, to Xavier. All the way from Cuba.
Very
Nice.
exotic here. A very exotic matchup. No, matchup? No. Opponents right here.
Singapore versus Cuba.
Ooh.
Ooh. Nice. We do have a worker scout coming out.
May as well, just to be safe about against shenanigans.
Yeah, although they pretty much mirrored each other so far. To Xavier. Ooh, to Xavier is getting a second gas a little earlier. I wonder what that's all about. Is he planning some double cyclone shenanigans? Yeah. Look at that, he's getting a factory before a Reaper. He's just getting a
May
Marine.
very well just be that.
No reactor though. On the
Yeah.
Oh! Did that SCV kill? Oh, kill the SCV.
Yeah,
I thought it, for a second I thought it was a Reaper. And then I was like, wow. That was like the MVP.
That SCV is just
whoa. Just hardcore.
And then
but then I remember that Xavier didn't make a Reaper. I was just commenting on that, and and then my brain got fried because I can't handle these things. But no, it's a tech lab. It's a tech lab on the factory for Xavier.
The wrong color. He could be trying to flip the factory and the starport. Of course, could always just be good old marine tank with medevac support.
Yeah, but
or it could just be good old mech.
He completely skips the Reaper, the reactor, the Reaper and the reactor. Okay. I made a mistake and then I realized I actually said something that was smart, and then I had to backtrack. And
well.
That's the way the game works, You gotta cast the game. Cast.
Oh?
Yeah, we got a safety tank coming up.
I thought it might have been a very early Marine Tank Viking push, which really can screw over a slightly more greedy opponent.
Usually you'll get a reactor for that.
Non-standard.
Yeah, to Xavier is just marching with
now because
5 Marines and a tank.
Yeah, because he wants to get his tank out quick. He wants to basically not waste any time fiddling with the reactor, just build Marines, and then once the tank is out, then he'll
Reaper misses it.
Oh no! Although that's not that much of a force. What's his name? Xavier does have the air dominance, so he'll have division for his tank. However, Claire's getting a tank of his own. And he's getting Marines.
Yeah, and he has that high ground position, which you can position it. It's exactly where he's going. It's a great position for a siege tank. But this siege tank can really threaten the mineral line over here.
Oh, look at that. Even dropping the Viking because he knows he already has air dominance, so he just gets a little extra DPS.
Yep, now he puts the Viking up because he wants eyes on that tank. Whoop. Almost gets into Claire's siege tank range. Yeah. So now it's a bit of a weird contain because it's contained on 2 bases, and a Terran on 2 bases is not contained.
Well, when your opponent is also a Terran who has 3 bases, you kind of are.
Yeah, but Xavier, he's just now finished his 2nd base. He's not getting a 3rd. He's just now getting 2nd barracks. He's getting some SCV kills here, which is good.
Nice little bit of
Claire is just going to pick up and fly around. Ooh, that's a lot of SCV kills. Yeah, those tanks.
Yeah.
No!
He's pulling the boys. No!
Oh, they're gonna
he thinks he'll drop behind the tank, but there's... Well, actually, maybe because Xavier has no medevac support.
Yeah.
However, that is quite a bit of Marines that we're firing.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy.
Yeah, this was pretty solid. I mean, you lose
You
2
lost
tanks
17
and a couple
SCVs.
of Marines in exchange for a bunch. Yeah, 17 SCVs and
13
bunch
Marines.
of Marines. Yep. Not a bad trade in Tuxedo's favor.
Mm-hmm.
Although now he just kind of wants to commit to it. I suppose.
Yeah,
just,
the problem is
losses.
that yeah, Claire
Ooh, those are
invested
3 tanks, 4 tanks right there on the high ground.
Claire invested a little more in setting up production. Now, they're both still mirrored. The only difference in buildings is that Xavier has 1 extra barracks, and Claire has 2 extra supply depots.
Ooh,
So they are still mirroring each other.
that's a lot of tanks.
Yeah. Now, Xavier is now getting his 3rd base, which will allow him to take advantage of that early game push. Although, in terms of minerals lost, is getting behind, because he did lose a lot of gas on those tanks and the Viking. Yeah, and now he has Claire basically doing to him the exact same thing, containing him on 2 bases.
So, Seesaw tug of war of balance works.
Ooh, pick up.
Ooh, going for that doom drop like that. He may as well, very much. He knows that Tuxedo has not that much of an army. He knows he
Yeah.
has the much, much higher tank count.
And
as
he knows
well.
his army
It's
is
a
not in
very
position.
fortified position.
Yeah, and he's going to get the armory. He's going to deny the +1 weapons,
And
+2
Stem.
weapons. Sorry, he might be able to get steam as well.
Might get some, actually, no.
Yeah, he's
Okay. Decent.
Okay,
Oh,
Fox
nice
is
one,
the
Spider.
Liberator.
Clear. And
right,
GG
GG
is
will play.
called by Xavier. We'll play clear.
Claire would take the first point in this series. Very nicely done. A great reaction, a great, even though he did lose a lot in that first engagement, he did the right thing. He pushed out, and I like that doom drop. It was very much called for.
Xavier, despite taking the contain, getting up in the advantage, wasn't really keeping up with worker production as much as Claire was.
Mm-hmm.
And that did come to bite him in the end. Although he was investing a lot in his army. That might be why.
All right. So it's two Xavier's map pick. Let him pick the map. Also, acid plants,
Let
as
him
we
choose.
keep saying, it's a droppable map, and here Claire
I am
demonstrated it very well.
so glad they're keeping Acid Plant, let me tell you.
Yeah, it's an interesting map.
It makes up for the loss of Eastwatch, in my opinion.
I think Eastwatch got boring after a while because you'd think it was such a weird map. You'd think it would have very crazy games in it. But the fact is, we actually didn't see that many crazy games go on there.
Look,
They
there was
usually
nothing
just-
wrong with Eastwatch. You are what's wrong
I
with
liked-
Eastwatch
I
player
liked
base.
them. I like the Eastwatch, but yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't think it encouraged as weird shenanigans as I think was, initially expected. I thought we'd have a lot more going on, and it turned out to be just a very not a super standard, but a relatively standard macro map.
Basically, play crazy.
No, basically,
Play
don't
base.
play crazy.
Telling the player base, play crazy.
No, don't play crazy. Playing not crazy is the right way because that's what wins you the maps. If this was a crazy map, if crazy would have won you the maps, you would have, one with them. All right.
I'm thinking, however, back plus this black. No, wait, hold up. I can read this. StarCraft 2 Season 2 maps. So just waiting a little bit on Tuxavia with his map pick.
I've messaged him.
Yep. I'm thinking back
Backpfeifengeschichte.
Backpfeifengeschichte. What?
Backpfeifengeschichte. Pfeifen with a P.
Pfeifen.
Geschichte. Geschichte.
Bagpipe gelato. Bagpfeifen Gesichtes. Gesich.
Oh, wait a minute. He wants. No.
I'm thinking that map is probably gonna give us a couple of crazy games, especially considering how the gold bases work.
Wait. No, backwater. He's trying to create the lobby himself. He didn't realize that I was asking so that I can create. No. Hold on.
In the meanwhile,
Alright, you get Bixin, you get Kuro, you get Yaku. Where are you, Yaku? Stop moving around.
I can manually join. It's okay. In the meanwhile, make sure to do the thing.
Join the Discord channel. Discord server. Links are up in chat and down below in the channel description. Also join our Twitter at CranKy_Ducklings for the greatest of informations.
And duck gifts.
And come and join us next week for the Sea Duckling Open number 25. The registrations to which are already up and running. Alright. So the next map will be Backwater. Alright.
Players ready. Savior's ready.
Let's go.
Everybody's ready. Everyone
Everyone is
in
ready.
here.
Get in here, everyone.
I am a dwarf.
No, this was a vampire. How did you get
Yes.
How did you get to dwarf? It's a dwarf vampire.
Yeah, yes.
All right, everyone. Welcome back to Backwater. Backwater. Back to Backwater. LE. LE, of course, stands for logo emptiness. Logo emptiness. That's when, you want to set up a logo and you don't have one, so you just leave it empty. It's logo emptiness. It happens to a lot of people. It's a serious problem. In the southeast, from AD3C, it is the Blue Terran to Xavier. And in the northwest, currently up 1 in this series from our own clan CranKy, it is the Red Terran, Patient, otherwise known as Claire. Alright, we have another early Walker Scout from to Xavier, a block of the Reaper ramp. At least one of them. Which is nice. Yeah, but no proxies so far. They're both going to be to Xavier. Looks like he's going for a Reaper expand this time, judging by the rally points.
Whoa.
Okay. guessing he doesn't want to try that early push again. Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Nobody knows
he's got the Reaper.
Nobody knows how well their positions.
Mhm.
Or maybe just switching up a little bit, you know. Predictability is the downfall of the Roman Empire.
Also, in here, it's a lot more difficult to make use of that strategy. On Acid Plant, you have that position where you can set the tanks and bombard the natural mineral line. Here, it doesn't quite work that way. Not easily, though. At least.
If you have a lot of tanks, then you can probably contain pretty well. But
Well, on the third base, there's a position where you can set up tanks in the low ground, and with vision on the high ground, you can kind of attack stuff in the third base. But yeah, the mineral lines
It's a
are
little bit-
kind of defended.
Yeah.
It doesn't have the same pressure.
not to mention, most people will probably put missile turrets around the area.
Mm-hmm.
So good luck with that.
Alright. To Xavier's Reaper is being chased all the way back. Need to leave
Ooh.
a grenade
Good
mine.
for you, pal.
Alright, to Xavier building that command center on the high ground. He wants to be safe from any kind of shenanigans. Even though we didn't scout any shenanigans coming in. Just, I suppose, wanted to be extra safe. Make sure that Reaper doesn't kill the command center before it finishes.
Ooh. Flipping around tech switching coming up here. Will
Yeah.
he go for Banshees?
Yep.
Oh
Oh,
man.
Banshee.
I was gonna hype it up like, or will he go for the Raven?
Cloak Banshee.
Nevermore. But he
Yeah,
might go
Yaku,
for Raven.
I think you're the only one who goes for the Raven.
Aw.
Which it did work out well in that first game we saw from you today. That was an 18 kills Raven at some
Whoa,
point.
whoa, really?
Yeah,
Jeez.
that's when I stopped counting. I think it actually killed a bit more. Yeah, and I think all of that was probes.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah. And,
Which is why you too should build Ravens as your harass instead of Banshees.
Yeah, but it's also Matt wasn't really on point about defending that Raven, even though he had Blink Stalkers.
I'm trying to start beef with Lumia. Cloaked Banshees? Psh, Raven, dog.
Right. So two Zephyr is marching out across the map. It doesn't have steam with it for these Marines. It's got no. Does it have? There's no medivacs. Yeah, he's making the
may-
Banshee. Oh boy, this is very dangerous.
I think maybe he's trying to supplement, what's it called? Add to his harass by having a small push, but at the same time, there's a tank, so why would you? Unless, of course, he's playing in sniping tanks, but scan is pretty good. Alright,
Okay, Banshee gets a couple of SCVs, which is nice.
to be exact, on the other side of the map. No, not on the other side of the map, this was scouting SCV.
Oh.
Ooh, he's going for the Raven now.
Yep.
The what's it called? Interference matrix. That is invaluable to tank battles.
Yeah.
Like, sure, you can get good positioning, but that's for nerds. So
If your tanks can shoot, it doesn't matter if they're well positioned. However, I just don't think Xavier has.
enough.
What
Yeah,
they
those are a
can
lot
break.
of Marines. Unless, of course, I'll stop adding variables.
All right, both of them going for a third base. Ooh, he could have. Yeah,
He could have denied that
this
previously.
Banshee could
Yeah.
have easily denied it.
Guess maybe he was looking away. Yeah, well.
All right, Vision is just moving out on the map and yeah, runs through the line of Marines. without medevac, they just they disappear. And now to Xavier knows he has to defend, and he has much less to do that with. These banshees are not going to do the trick, and yeah, and I think he knows it. Oof.
Yeah, barely saw it.
Oof. I like the turrets over here. Try to deny any kind of drops.
Any kind of drop again. There's one turret though.
Oh, the patient. Put it back. He sees that Xavier has some defenses and he's going to set up somewhere else. Wonder what he's up to.
I suppose it's not worth pushing in.
Ooh,
just
Raven.
go back and have a stronger push later on.
Ooh,
Also,
get the jump
he
on and
doesn't
switch
fusion
tanks.
time. Those he goes for anti-armor. Oh, nice
Yeah,
one.
yeah.
That
Patient
tank
just
just
lost.
not at all siege. Oh, the Raven. How much health is that? 2. Oh,
I didn't have. I couldn't.
now it's 0 health.
I didn't have time to click on it.
Very quickly he creates another one.
Right.
So Xavier is not interested in making
My
medevacs.
person did save
sorry.
a couple of his tanks, so they're still going to be here sieged, and he has 5 tanks here, so that's a powerful force to break.
Fortress Britannia over here.
Yeah.
Ah, right into the meat grinder.
Yeah, that's... And even jumps on this tank.
Because he has medevac support as
Yeah.
opposed to making ravens.
He has a lot of medevac support. You can actually pick all of this and go. And yeah, to Xavier just has so little army supply at the moment. The patient is just marching across the map and building more and more and more. He's getting more tanks, he's getting more marines, he's getting his level 2 weapons. Being prepared is setting up more production. And Xavier is actually getting another command center. Where is it?
Around. You can click
was
on the
it?
thing.
Yeah, it's a macro command center. No, it finished before I clicked the thing.
Ah.
You could have get it on the structures tab, but then I would have had to
Ooh.
change tabs, and you know.
That
Yeah,
tower
this
was
is
perhaps not what two Xavier should have went for.
yeah,
So
anti-armor
you have
missile
the support for that.
is good if you have something to do damage, and you don't. Oh, that did you see that
Yeah,
tank?
the boys! They're trying so hard.
That point topple tank shot that just obliterated. Oh boy, 5 tanks shooting one group of Marines. It's just sad. They just they all die.
I don't really like saying this in general, but I feel like in this series, Claire kind of hardcore outplayed to Xavier.
Yeah. Yeah. Xavier had a few moments where he had the advantage, but he couldn't capitalize on it enough. All right. So yeah, we have our first finalist for today, which is Claire. And let's go with Voltagos versus Starduck. Wait, Starduck. Where is Starduck from? Remind me again.
New Zealand. No, wait. Same thing, whatever.
Australia's time. Okay, so yeah, we're going to have to stay on US West. But I'm thinking that if you want to get US West, we're going to have to get Starduck to set up the the lobby. Otherwise, we're just going to end up on US East again, and it'd be unplayable.
Oh. Or we end up getting Volt, and that's just... Oh boy. That would be a ping nightmare right there. Volt, of course, from all the way across the pond in the kingdom, which is united. One of which being the kingdom he resides in of England.
Yeah, it's a bit of a fight of the home versus the colonies. Alright.
Just hoping that some kind of middle ground thing can be found. Maybe we'll just put them on Panama, I guess. I don't know. That's a middle ground, right?
Why can't we just set this manually? All right. Enough whining.